Hey, what is up guys and welcome back to my channel for yet another video. Apologies for not uploading any videos in the last week as I wasn't keeping well, but we are back with yet another F1 2020 video, and in today's video we are going to talk about one of the hottest topics in Formula 1, that is the 2020 Racing Point Formula 1 car. Now in real life F1, everyone has been calling it the pink Mercedes, and rightly so, as it has a lot of resemblance to last year's championship winning Mercedes car. And a lot of teams have been questioning the legality of this move by Racing Point. But today, we are here to see how the car feels in this year's game compared to how it was in last year's game, whether there is any significant difference in lap times, and also the overall handling and feel of the car. Before we move any further, be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel, as a lot of you who have been watching aren't subscribed to my channel. So I request you to please subscribe by hitting the red subscribe button, as it will help me massively and will actually cost you nothing. Now for comparison's sake, we will be running the default setup in both the games, and we will not be using ERS mode at all. It will be kept to medium and will not be tinkered with. Initially, we will do some practice times to see how much we can push in terms of the limits of the car, and later we will do a qualifying lap timing with maximum fuel mix. Now, we have chosen to go ahead with the Melbourne track for this comparison. We could have also gone with Silverstone circuit, as it would have also resonated with the real life Grand Prix coming up in next weekend, but I found some differences in track layout between both games, so decided to go with an unchanged track to have a better comparison. Also, with this year's Austrian Grand Prix cancelled, this may also suffice for its loss. Now, while we were driving last year's Racing Point car, we could straight away feel that we were not able to push it completely to its limit, as it was a bit hesitant in corners, majorly due to lack of downforce or something. Don't get me wrong, it was not a bad car by any means, but it also did not give you the confidence to push for podiums or victories. Maybe with proper setups and everything, one can achieve better results out of it, but this is just my first impression driving it around the circuit. Now, I am also aware that certain tracks are more suited to certain types of cars, but we are not here to do all that analysis. Also, I feel last year's Mercedes engine lacked a bit of power in straight line speeds, which could be a huge difference in this year's game, but we shall find that out later. From this point on, let's just focus on pushing the car to its maximum in this lap and see what's the best timing that we can post. As we are nearing the end of this lap, we have been posting decent sector timings, to be honest. It may not be sufficient for pole position, but we may not be that far off as well. Now, by no means am I good at this game. In fact, I am a novice when it comes to all this, as many of you will be able to post much better times compared to mine. I'm pretty sure about that. But as both cars will be driven by me, so it will be a fair challenge at the end of the day. So as we cross the finish line, we managed to post a time of 1 minute 25.85. Now, switching over to this year's game and jumping into the pink Mercedes, let us see how it feels in terms of handling and pace. Now, straight away, I can say that it feels much faster in straights and also more planted car compared to previous year's game. I am able to attack the curbs more aggressively without the fear of losing my balance. So, instantly, it feels a more confident car and more fun to drive around. Now, while we drive around the RP20, let us also talk about the whole controversy what it has been since its launch. Now, for years, Racing Point, formerly known as Force India, has been trying to emulate the high rake chassis design, which has been made famous by Red Bull. But its engine and other key components are being designed by Mercedes, who themselves run a low rake design. Racing Point realized that they have been trying to shoehorn its underlying architecture into a different design instead of doing what complements that architecture. Now, the question that arises from it is whether all of this is legal. To an extent, it is, as Racing Point claims to have done all their development based on the pictures they have of Mercedes W10, which you can find easily on the internet, and have denied receiving any technical documents from Mercedes. Now, the results of the same have been out there for everyone to see, as Racing Point had an amazing winter training, and with 3 races already completed this year, they look to be finishing in a very dominant position compared to its previous few years' performances. Last year around in Hungary, they started P3 and P4, with Lance Stroll finishing the race in P4, showing how strong and competitive the car is. Now, during practice runs itself, you can see that we were able to post much faster lap times compared to what we were doing in last year's car. Even in stock setup, we were able to shave almost 3 to 4 hundredths of our previous times posted in F1 2019 game. Racing Point seems to have done an incredible job, and kudos to Codemasters to have been able to integrate the performance difference from last year in this year's game. As we move to next lap, we are already setting up faster timings as we start gaining more confidence in the car's ability, as we start pushing it a bit further. In fact, we are going toe to toe with the sector timing set up by Charles Leclerc of Ferrari. I know we are getting ahead of ourselves, but I feel this car is capable of doing wonders. Now, I don't know how it will fare when compared with the Mercedes, Ferrari, or Red Bull in this game, but maybe we can try that out in some other video. As we near the end of this lap, let us see how much gain we were able to make within this lap. I feel this should turn out to be a very good lap. As we cross the line, it is almost a 1 minute 25. I strongly feel we will be able to achieve a sub 1 minute 24 timing as well, but overall, I feel there is a difference of around 1 second or more between the two cars in both the games. So, here it was our comparison of the Racing Point car from F1 2019 to F1 2020. I had a blast making this video and hope you guys had too after watching it. And with that, I end today's video. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more amazing F1 content coming your way. Till then, stay safe. Goodbye.